Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about heat. Introduction to heat. We wear woolen clothes during winters when it is cold outside. Woolen clothes keep us warm. We prefer to wear light colored cotton clothes when it is hot. This gives us a feeling of coolness. Table of contents. In chapter 4.1, we'll be discussing hot and cold. Chapter 4.2, measuring temperature, and 4.3, laboratory thermometer. So let's start with chapter 4.1, hot and cold. So let's start with a small activity. Classify the following under hot and cold: ice cream, fire, fruit juice, handle of frying pan, spoon in a teacup, and snow. As you might have guessed, the cold objects were ice cream, fruit juice, and snow. Warm objects were spoon in a teacup, handle of frying pan, and fire. So how do we decide which object is hotter than the other? We often do it by touching the objects, but is our sense of touch reliable? Let's find out. We'll understand this through activity 4.1. Step 1. Take 3 small tubs or containers, label them as A, B, and C. Put cold water in mug A and hot water in mug B. Step 2. Mix some cold and hot water in mug C. Now dip your left hand in mug A and the right hand in mug B. Step 3. After keeping the hands in the two mugs for 2 to 3 minutes, put both the hands simultaneously in mug C. Conclusion. Left hand feels that water in mug C is hot and right hand feels that the same water is cold. This concludes that our sense of touch is unreliable. So what do we do? A reliable measure of the hotness of an object is its temperature. Temperature is measured using a thermometer. Now let's discuss chapter 4.2, measuring temperature. Facts about thermometer. Number 1. The thermometer that measures a body temperature is called a clinical thermometer. Number 2. India has adopted the Celsius scale. The other scale with the range 94 to 108 degrees is the Fahrenheit scale. Number 3. A clinical thermometer reads temperature from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Observations. A clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. It has a bulb at one end. This bulb contains mercury. Outside the bulb, a small shining thread of mercury can be seen. If you do not see the mercury thread, rotate the thermometer a bit till you see it. You will also find a scale on the thermometer. The scale we use is the Celsius scale, indicated by degrees Celsius. Precautions to be observed while using a clinical thermometer. Thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Ensure that before use, the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. Read the thermometer, keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight. Handle the thermometer with care. If it hits against some hard object, it can break. Don't hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. Let's perform another small activity 4.2. Step 1. First note the temperature difference indicated between the two bigger marks. Also note down the number of divisions shown by smaller marks between these marks. Step 2. Suppose the bigger marks read 1 degree and there are 5 divisions between them. Then, one small division can read 1 by 5 is equals to 0.2 degrees Celsius. Step 3. Wash the thermometer, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Hold it firmly and give it a few jerks. The jerks will bring the level of mercury down. Ensure that it falls below 35 degrees Celsius. Step 4. Now place the bulb of the thermometer under your tongue. After 1 minute, take the thermometer out and note the reading. This is your body temperature. The temperature should always be stated with its unit, degrees Celsius. The normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Note that the temperature is stated with its unit, degrees Celsius. Time to be a scientist. Survey the temperature of 10 classmates. Note down the temperatures. The clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of human body only. The temperature of human body normally does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. This is the reason that this thermometer has the range 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. Lastly, we'll discuss chapter 4.3, laboratory thermometer. The range of a laboratory thermometer is generally from 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Activity 4.4. Step 1. Take some tap water in a beaker or a mug. Step 2. Dip the thermometer in water so that the bulb is immersed in water. Step 3. Hold the thermometer vertically. Observe the movement of mercury in the thermometer. Step 4. Wait till the mercury thread becomes steady. Step 5. Note the reading. This is the temperature of water at that time. Step 6. Compare the temperature of water recorded by each student in the class. Activity 4.5. Step 1. Take some tap water in a beaker or a mug. Step 2. Dip the thermometer in water. Step 3. Wait till the mercury thread becomes steady and note the temperature. Step 4. Now take out the thermometer from water. Observe carefully what happens now. Step 5. The level of mercury begins to fall. The temperature must be read while the thermometer is still in water. Step 6. Thus, it is not convenient to use the laboratory thermometer for this purpose. So why does the mercury not fall or rise in a clinical thermometer when taken out of the mouth? Observe the laboratory and clinical thermometers given. The clinical thermometer has a kink near the bulb. What is the use of the kink? It prevents the mercury level from falling on its own. Thank you, and I hope this was informative.